What's up guys? Al here from Retro Brews. Today we're going to be playing one of my favorite games on the Nintendo Entertainment System, Shatterhand. Oh yeah, you know it. And I'm going to be drinking a beer and talking about that too. So, let's get right into it. Shatterhand was developed by Natsume and released in December of 1991. Now, if you don't know Natsume, they had some great games, including Power Blade, Shadow of the Ninja, Abadox, and Scat Special Forces. Natsume games have a very distinct style and look to them, and I recommend playing every one, including Shatterhand. Now, one of the reasons I think Shatterhand didn't get the popularity it really deserved is because it just came out at the wrong time. Super Nintendo was out, and it had a powerhouse of a library. Being released in the same year as all of those games really kind of took it down a notch. I mean, that and the cover art for Shatterhand. I mean, look at it.
Just look at it. Don't look away. Stare at it. Let it fill your soul.
Ugh. I mean, some covers got away with it. Look at Mega Man 1. But that was at the very release of Nintendo. This was 1991. Nintendo had been out for quite some time. And they're still dropping covers like this fucking hot turd. You gotta remember, back in the 90s, that's all you had. Unless you had Nintendo Power. There's no internet. There's no YouTube. There's no guy like me saying, hey, this game is really cool, minus the really ugly cover art. You just had to pray to the gods of gaming that you didn't get a shitty game that matched the shitty cover art. The name really didn't help much either, did it? Shatterhand? What is hand made of glass? That doesn't make any fucking sense. It sounds like a bad B movie, like, what is he, Mr. Glass? All his bones break? They couldn't think of anything better than Shatterhand? It doesn't fit. What about something cool like Super Fist or Steel Fist or Punch Out? Oh, fuck, it's already a game. Fucking Mike Tyson. I mean, even Armageddon, because he has metal robot arms. They could have done so much, but Shatterhand? That's sad. Now, with all those things being said, this is a sweet gem in the NES library. Yeah, bad cover. Yeah, bad name. But oh my god, is it a good game. Alright, now on to the beer. Today I'm going to be reviewing this. Ma, the Meatloaf!
Ma, the Meatloaf!
From Evil Genius Beer Company. If you remembered, I reviewed one of their other ones called I Love Lamp, and they're just great company, great names, so I figured I'd give this one a try. It's a 5.5% alcohol, mango wheat ale, and yeah, brewed in Pittston. So, I already cracked it open, poured it, so let's try it. Look at that. I already poured. Pretty sweet. It's very light, citrusy. It's got those mango taste to it. Got a citrus blend. It's light. Good summer beer. I really enjoy it. I pretty much enjoy it. Most of Evil Genius stuff. They're really good. They're really tasty, and yeah, I'd give it a shot if you want. If you can get it in your state. I know it's PA, so might be limited to East Coast. But yeah, I'd give this one about a 7 out of 10. It's warm, light beer. Mainly drink in the summertime. Citrus, not overpowering. Can't really taste the mango, but I'm not really big into mango. It's just more of a citrusy, light beer. So, yeah. Back to the game. Now, Shatterhand was released for the Famicom under the name Super Rescue Soul Brain, which was based on a Japanese television show called Super Rescue Soul Brain. Imagine that. Now, the Japanese show was based on this unit of highly advanced cops who, you know, I guess turned into robots. I mean, it's Japanese in the 90s. That's what they loved. That's what they still love. Giant robots. Or giant monsters. The Famicom version had an actual intro cutscene, and some of the graphics are changed, like the main character is based on the show. And the robots, though they behave the same, they look different. The submarine level in the American version is actually a carnival level in the Famicom version. It's to match something on the show. All in all, it's the same game, they just changed some of the graphics around a little bit to match. The American version dropped the Super Rescue Soul Brain story, and they just kind of went with one that is very 90s and very American. A cop who had both of his arms ripped off, and then they were like, hey, you know what would go good in those armholes? Robot arms. He's like, yeah, okay. So then he goes around and seeks revenge for the people who ripped his arms off. I mean, I like my arms. It'd be kind of cool to have robot arms. But I don't want to go seek revenge. You know, what's wrong with a robot arm? Unless it's like only like a Lego hand and you can only, you know, hold certain things. I guess it'd be good for a beer. When I first played Shatterhand, I thought it was a homebrew game due to its style and gameplay, the likes of which I had never seen in any other Nintendo game. Though the gameplay is similar to the NES side-scrolling games, it combines elements which are unique to itself. It makes you come back for more and more, like a slow addiction to crack, or something. It starts simple enough. You're a badass guy running around punching everyone and everything in sight. People, machines, aliens, even the walls. If you can punch it, then it deserves a knuckle sandwich. So besides running around and punching everything in sight, you also get sweet robot pals. Each of their robots attack in their own different ways. That's right, floating robot buddies. You can get these by collecting 3 different letters scattered throughout the level. Now when you punch the block, it either goes from alpha to beta letter, and by collecting these you can have a total of 9 different robot buddies that'll help you fucking blast your way through, because obviously robot arms aren't enough. You need robot pals. Because in the end, what do you really want? A robot pal? I do. That's the dream, man. That's the fucking dream. That's the dream. That's the beauty of this game. It gets you hooked. It starts out with a relatively easy level, and then it just increases that difficulty. And you're like, well, I've already come this far. I keep going. And yeah, you can. But it gets really, really hard. And really painful. And then you cry alone in your room because you're stuck on a game called Shatterhand. If you haven't played this game, I highly suggest it if you're in for a good challenge. It's got great graphics, great soundtrack, and overall it's an awesome fucking game. So just go fucking get it. Go. Go, I'll wait here. I ain't going nowhere. Go.
Hey, if you like what you see, give that like button a tickle. Maybe throw a sub our way. And follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that other jazz. And thanks again for watching. Bye-bye now.